Baby, I love you, Mr. Rubani, Mr. Pilot. Nakupenda sana. And today, I know you're going to get your checkout. And I'm so proud of you for the journey that you've partaken. And just know I'm always holding your hand. I am your support system, no matter what. And I love you so much. Mwah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. As you can see, we have the beautiful, they call her the most loved girl right now in the 254. We have Cera, Imani. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're looking amazing.
Thank you so much. You also look lovely as well.
You look good in person, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe you can tell us what we're doing here today.
So currently we are here to launch by Simu. By Simu is a financial company. What it will be doing is assisting people who are not able to accumulate so much funds to get Apple products, not only phones, but also MacBooks, smartwatches, AirPods, anything Apple related. You'll be able to get financed to be able to purchase it. And what we'll be requiring is a 3-month statement from your M-Pesa or bank account. And then you shall provide your 40% payment and also ID or passport. Yes.
And maybe, Sarah, you can tell us, maybe, do you remember the first time you got your own phone?
Yeah, I remember it was during elections. I worked as a clerk, number one, and nika pocket hizo pesa, and I was able to get myself a Techno L9. Nilikuwa nataka simu kubwa that time. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it.
So, the 2007 elections?
I am young. I'm just 25, not 2007.
Okay.
Ile ya mwisho ilikuwa
27. Okay, we had the 2022, then the previous one was in 2017.
2017.
2017.
Yes.
That was the first time you owned a phone. Yes.
The first time I owned was a phone bought by my dad, Samsung Tizen. It actually didn't go so further because it had its own application. Yeah, that was the first.
Maybe how can people maybe get these services, the ones watching us?
Apparently, if you want to get a phone, an Apple product, you don't need to go to a particular merchant. Any merchant, just go ask them if they have a buy Simu form, and you'll be able to get a form, fill it, and if you're qualified according to your finances and also your document presentation, then you'll be able to get an Apple product of your choice. And also, a little hack, the rest you will watch it in my Instagram stories because I'll be working with Buy Simu, and I'll let you know why you should get from Buy Simu is because perhaps you got an iPhone 15 Pro Max and you are not able to pay it ama kidogo mfuko imeleta tashwishi, you can go back and you can be able to downgrade. So Buy Simu doesn't limit you. It gives you options and free will. Yes.
Talking about phones, by the way, unajua in Nairobi imefunza watu tunasemanga ni nini. So what's the worst experience you've had with your phone? Unajua in Nairobi watu wameibiwa nini nini. What's your worst experience with phone? Umepoteza simu?
In Nairobi nimekaa chonjo. Mi hutembea haraka town. But back in Nakuru, I think I used to be ignorant. Ningetembea na simu mkononi. And someone just alichukua kutoka kwa mkono very softly, and apparently I thought it was a friend of mine who was taking a phone, only kupatana na sura imekauka. Yeah, so that was my experience. He just took my phone and walked. Yes.
Did you do anything about it?
Alinionyesha kisu akaniambia atanidunga, so unanyamaza at that moment. It's you or the phone.
Was it a phone you bought by yourself ama ilikuwa?
Yes, it was very painful.
How much was it?
It was 13,000. And that was a lot of money because I was just fresh from school. Yes.
Na ukaonyesha character development.
Mbaya.
Hapo hadi unaonyeshwa kisu. Maybe what did that whole experience, did it affect you in any way?
I think it just taught me to be more cautious, not to be ignorant. Ata bado huku, as much as it's safe, I still look after my things, so I'm more careful with my things. Yeah.
That's the only instance that you have ever
lost. That's the only incident. Yeah. The rest ni miuka chonjo.
Yes. All right. Now for March, umesema tuangoje pale hivyo kwenye Insta stories.
Yes, please stay updated with my reels. I shall take you one-on-one and educate you more in a layman's language on why Buy Simu. Yes.
I know we have a lot of people who are wondering, mbona Cera ako peke yake leo? Mbona umekuja peke yako?
Two love birds every time and then.
Apparently, we are all business people.
Yeah.
I have mine running, as you can see currently. By Simu is someone I'm working with, and this is work for me. He also has his work going on currently. He's about to be checked out in his plane, which I'm proud of him very much, wherever he is. So, yeah, sometimes he needs to do his thing, I need to do my thing. Yeah.
Sarah, the conversation that has been online, like a few couple of days, ni jamani, Sarah, watu wanafanya sababu, tuambie tu kweli, mapenzi imetesa watu huku nje.
Yes.
Siri ni gani?
I think just
Ama
pray
what
about
worked
it.
for you?
I just prayed about it. I stopped actively looking for someone and just trusted God to provide the right person my way. And that's when we came together with Cairo. And yeah, it's a very Christian staunch relationship. And that's why we're able to overcome a lot of things that are our way. So see, don't just look pretty, pray also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He recently mentioned that the first time he approached you, you were like, I'm not sure. I am not sure.
Apparently, it's human nature to judge people so much from sight, from their online pages. Yeah, na nilimjudge. I am guilty for that. Which
What terms would you judge kiaje? Financially, the way he looks?
no, it's not financially how you look. That's not the prime aspect for me. For me, it's how you speak, your personality and all. Na pale Twitter, wajua yopigana vita. Na hata kuzima. So I find it quite not my thing. That's why I was a bit hesitant. But he's a very persistent person. And yeah, I decided let me give it a chance. Let me see if it's for me. Let me go on out on that date. And it was a lovely date. It was a very long, lovely date.
Please tell us a little about that first date.
The date, he actually came and picked me from home. We did a drive. Yeah, we did a drive where we had conversation, a very scenic route, and then we ended up having dinner. Ni Simba. It's called Simba around Carnival. Yeah, and we shared a meal together, and we enjoyed these very African songs. He loves them. And so it was like he's a sign. It's a sign. So we enjoyed the songs. We really got to talk to each other. And when I talked to him, he was actually somebody very different. Actually, when people meet him in person, they're like, he's quite calm, he's quite collected, he's a very respectable person. Yes.
Maybe, Sarah, you can tell us at what point were you convinced that Cairo is not the person you thought he was?
The first time we just met with each other, how polite he was, how gentleman he was, the conversations we had. I won't mention it in detail, but according to the conversations we had, one on one, I was able to determine who he is as a person. Yes.
A couple of times you've had ladies mention that since they were giving, quote unquote, giving it a try, they had to set up rules for a relationship. Are there rules that maybe you on your side as Sarah set up for this relationship ikianza?
What I can say is always have boundaries. Anywhere we go, not only relationship, work-wise and all, it just avoids a lot. And also communicate what you want. And once you set boundaries and communicate what you want, you're able to know, is this, if the other person can't be able to get to respect your boundaries and all, then you know it's not going to work because it's going to defy you or defy the other person. Yes.
And many single ladies tend to ask this question. How did you know Kairo was the one?
Prayers. You pray.
What?
Yes.
No. Wow. Thank you for mentioning that. Now, you've mentioned prayers.
Yeah.
And we always have this debate online. So, okay, I've prayed. Ntajuaje. Is it my dream? I've seen even people. I've seen people even making memes eti itabidi sasa God akuje akae kwa bedi yangu aniambie ni huyu.
I know we joke a lot, but one thing I can say is we tend to focus on the carnal aspect of prayers, and we should ask God to give us spiritual prayers, spiritual eyes and prayers. So when you pray in the spirit, He reveals in the spirit, and you get to understand. Na kinachotoka kwa Mungu haina mabishano or uncertainty. So once you pray in the spirituality, God is able to define things very openly. But if you pray carnally, pale shetani kidogo atachanganya hizo dreams zako na maombi. Yes.
All of a sudden, everything is everywhere. How is it so far? How una handle your lovers, people who love you, and also haters at the same time?
Apparently, this is not like the first time I've been in the limelight. I just had my crowd of people at the moment. What to live with? And you know, Instagram people are very subtle and TikTok to a point. So coming to this other level of limelight with Cairo, what I just do about it is I love and appreciate those who love me. Actually, people who comment positively to me, they will tell you I respond and I thank them a lot. Those who cheer on and check up on, no matter which stranger it is, nitakushukuru and all. And if you're a hater, just block you. Simple as
Na maisha
that.
inaendelea.
Haitaacha. Just because you hate me, it doesn't change the status quo in my life or your life. So we learn to move past it and ignore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about social media, somebody would ask, since uko kwa limelight, tunajua maneno zinaandikwa huku na kule. What's the worst rumor you've heard about yourself and you're like, is this the same person ama ni mtu mwingine wanaongelea?
Apparently, everything that's been posted online. Zote. Yes. But what can I do? Your opinion of my life doesn't define who I am.
Yes.
Yeah, so I live like that. Your opinion is your opinion. Who I am is who I am.
Yes.
And it won't change. No matter what name you call me or assume about me, it doesn't change who I am. I'll continue being me. Na bado sijabarikiwa.
Oh wow! And maybe Sarah, I don't know whether this has actually at some point got a toll on you emotionally and things like that, and how you're handling it. Like the best way, like you, for lack of a better word, vent out. Because sometimes watu kukasirisha, it's normal at online. Is it crying? Maybe talking to someone. How are you handling it?
Apparently, cyberbullying has been there, always will be there, and it won't stop right now. I can't say it's my might or strength that I've been able to ignore all of this or be okay. Because people check up now, wakipata I'm okay, they're like, are you really okay?
Yeah.
People are more concerned that I am. But what I can say is when you pray to God and ask for peace that surpasses human understanding, you're able to bypass, utapata hizi vitu hazikusumbue. And for me, as long as my family is okay, they support me, they know who I am, my person know who I am, and they support me for the rest. Hata uniambie nini ama nini, mimi niko sawa.
Maybe we can talk about
Congratulations to you, Virginia. God keep on blessing your marriage. And Cairo was, because we have mutual friends, was also part of the groomsmen, and it was lovely to see love thrive. And at least it gives us motivation to see where we'll be in a few months. Yes. Na matarijio ya Mungu. Yes.
so it's in a few months.
Few months, few years, according to God's plan into our lives. Yes.
But then right now you have a lot of fan base. Sasa, what should they expect Sasa from you?
What they should expect is more brand partnership, more motivation. God willing, I'll be able to work with people from probably in the industry that look after women, women who are put down and all. I'd like them to know they can have someone they can talk to and someone who can motivate them and someone who's been through this, someone you feel like, because you have a tattoo, you can't move on past life, someone people are putting you down, like you should know you can get past that, and that doesn't define who you are. Yes.
Looking at this camera, Sarah, it's your time. Talk to Cairo.
Baby, I love you, Mr. Rubani, Mr. Pilot. Nakupenda sana. And today, I know you're going to get your checkout. And I'm so, so proud of you for the journey that you've partaken. And just know I'm always holding your hand. I am your support system, no matter what. And I love you so, so, so much. Mwah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.